Who's excited?
Yay!
Loose Reins, I can see the sign for it.
Where? There, the red one.
We've just come back from Loose Reins for a beautiful weekend celebrating my sister's 40th birthday. Happy birthday, dear Georgie! Happy birthday to you!
We're on a mission
to discover
if there's a better way.
Yeah, go on, Kiki.
We must sing our cousins because we haven't seen them since ages.
We haven't seen them in ages.
My favourite bit was all of the horses
Kiki, what about you?
seeing all the different tents.
My favourite bit was just the serenity of the whole site.
I mean, it was perfect, wasn't it? Food hamper when you first arrived, with those cookies in, girls, and the freshly baked bread.
Do you know what was also very cool about it was just it felt like proper luxury, didn't it?
Yeah, the beds were super comfortable. And then, yeah, the communal barbecue area on the flat bit is that was really nice. A really gorgeous green with the horses going by there. And the goats, do you remember the goats?
And the goats looked at me like this.
They were like, what are you doing in my field?
Do you know what I thought was really fun? When we did that big family exercise. We were all together and everyone had to come up with an exercise. Right, gang? We're going to start by warming up, okay? We're going to do a 3-minute warm-up, okay?
Bossy, isn't he?
Are we ready? We've got to get ourselves onto the floor and back up as quickly as possible. Go. Okay, now, high knees, go. High knees.
Yep.
Now these. Down and touch the floor. And jump lunges. Okay, right. Now we're going to get the timer going, okay? So, who wants to do the first exercise?
Hip thrusts, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I need these on my bottom. Well done, Al.
Brilliant, out.
Burpee. Oh, you just jumped. Running. Ah.
Go on then.
Jakey, next exercise.
Push up.
Hey.
I'm skipping. No, Mama. I'm slipping.
Basically, you gotta kick your legs up and down like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the taps. I go.
A couple of seconds each side.
That's funny.
That's it.
That's a butterfly, that's really strong. No.
That's it. And now never put your...
Let's get on top of it.
This is very difficult to do with these kids. Well, well done, gang. That was good. It was a really, really special weekend with all 12 of my mum and dad's grandchildren running around. The only member of the family that was missing was my youngest sister, who had to stay out in Cayman with her husband Guy. The whole site was a little bit like how I could imagine our intentional community perhaps looking when we finish this project. So every family had their own space. So there were 3 big safari tents, and there were 3 cabins.
Shepherd's huts.
Shepherd's huts, is that what they were called? Yeah.
This is where Kiki and Indy and Mummy and Daddy are sleeping. So I'm sleeping in one of those. There's even Kiki, Indy. So Kiki, what are you sleeping on the top? Indy can sleep on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. Isn't that gorgeous? Brilliant.
But there was that kind of sense of community, right? We all got together every evening. We were eating and drinking together. The kids ran around very freely. They had space. They had time. Tats, did you like that bit?
Yeah, I loved it.
Did you? And what do you think about the idea that maybe we could do that all the time? What if we lived in a place like that, whereby, you know, you all kind of lived together and you could have meals together and play together all the time? Do you think you'd like it?
Yeah, but then it might get a bit boring.
Might get a bit boring.
Mhm.
Do you think?
Yeah.
But do you think it would be more boring than being on your own?
Yeah. No.
Well, do you know what? I found it really interesting. And of course, that is part of our big project that we're going to go and do around the world, right? We're going to see lots of these different places where people live a bit differently. And we're going to try and work out what we like and what we don't like. Do you remember when we went up that, went on that walk up that massive hill? That was amazeballs.
Yeah.
And that was just you, me and Kiki, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mummy and Indy stayed at home jumping.
Jumping in the paddling pool.
Jumping in the paddling pool and drinking lots of rosé, so that was fine with us, wasn't it?
Indy wasn't drinking lots.
Did you have some wine? Did you have some wine?
No.
I mean, it was perfect, wasn't it? It was beautiful weather, gorgeous setting. Like you said, we had our own space, but we could all come together when we wanted. They had thought of everything. They were so well equipped, the little tents and the yurts and the shepherd's huts. They had everything. They're really comfy beds. The sun setting around the fire pit, gin and tonic in hand, everybody happy, giggling. Perfect.
We need to say goodbye. Come on, everyone sit up.
What did you say, Keith?
Thank you for talking to us.
They didn't talk, we talked to them.
We just talked to them.